The truth about calisthenics that everybody knows is that the lighter and shorter you are, the easier it will be. And because of that, calisthenics will always be a target for envious, insecure people that will diminish your accomplishments. When there are variables that change the objective difficulty of an achievement, there will always exist people that only focus on that specific thing and dismiss everything that was needed to achieve that. And the problem is not stating the truth, but masking envy with truth. Calisthenics simply means bodyweight exercises. If you weigh less and are shorter, then it will be easier, especially with lever exercises. If you are tall and heavy, then it will be harder. This is an objective truth. What is not true at all is the exaggeration that being short and light will make you a calisthenic god, as if all the difficulty in achieving a calisthenic movement simply disappears. Being short does not guarantee you relative strength, and the truth is that a tall man that specifically works for any movement in calisthenics will outperform a short man that doesn't train specifically for that movement. It is that simple. If a tall man works on his muscle-ups and a short man doesn't, the tall man will be better at muscle-ups. If a tall man works on his handstand push-ups and a short man only does the basics, the tall man will be better at handstand push-ups. When people exaggerate the advantage short men have in calisthenics as a way to put them down and feel better about themselves, they do a huge disservice not only to themselves but also to taller men. The greater problem with exaggerating the advantage shorter men have in calisthenics is that it will affect the course of action of tall men. If you try to accomplish something and somebody tells you that everybody has an advantage over you, that you are not made for it, that it is impossible for you, then you will feel down and you already believe that you cannot do it. Then because of that, you will not even attempt to seriously reach that goal. A tall man wants to reach the front lever, but he always heard that he has a great disadvantage. Because of that, he never seriously trains it, and because he never trains it, he never gets it. Maybe we see less taller calisthenic dudes because they are discouraged. They never even attempt to train that movement. And the problem about being discouraged when trying to achieve any physical feat is that a big part of seeing positive changes in your strength is that you need to seriously challenge yourself and put effort. And if you come with a defeated mindset, then you will not put enough effort. If you put others down to feel better about yourself, you are ironically putting yourself down, in the sense that the feeling of superiority that you gain will cripple your growth and progress at anything. Why? Because you feel satisfied by only complaining. It is easy to make excuses for the things you could improve and hide behind some truth. That way you don't need to do what it takes. You can be as comfortable as you want. And this video might be focused on calisthenics, but this sort of envious mindset is found everywhere in the fitness space. A strong man can only do what he does because he is obese and tall. It is an objective truth that being taller and heavier will give you an advantage at absolute strength. He is that muscular because he is genetically blessed. It is an objective truth that muscle insertions can drastically change how a muscle looks. He is only strong or muscular because of drugs. It is an objective truth that substances can substantially change your results. Even if these realities are true, there are no objective metrics to know the degrees of difficulty or advantage that those qualities or difference create, such as being tall and heavier in powerlifting or being light and short in calisthenics. For example, what degree of advantage does 15 pounds of body weight give in powerlifting? The exact advantage is not known, but it is clear that the greater the number, the greater the advantage. And people hide themselves in the lack of a clear answer of these advantages, whether it be genetics, height or weight, or anything else. These qualities, the ones we cannot control, will always be used by our own minds to try to make an explanation for our shortcomings. And as a result of trying to justify our shortcomings, we might lower our own potential, our own future. And as a result of lowering our standards, we simply put less effort and limit the things we could achieve or the person we could become. If you're a person that consistently tries to justify his shortcomings through objective truths, be aware of the effect it can have on your fitness goals or any goal at all.